they're enjoying what they're doing right now. And I told them, I said, hey, I'd enjoy everything you're doing too, because anytime somebody touches the ball, you could be seeing the back of their jersey running and celebrating. I said, that's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always fun to win.
Oh, yeah. Well, that too.
Winning is fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Just simply because we remember last year sitting here at week 4, going into week 5, and we're just walking through the season is basically what we're doing.
We were like zombies last year. I mean, but that was last year.
It was different last year. You're searching for answers, searching ways you could figure things out. This year it's more of just we're trying to get better at what we're doing and expanding off of our offense and defense to try to continually improve. It's completely different, 180 from last season.
Well,
so
from
far.
my standpoint, simplifying everything was the key. Get them to have the 4 or 5, key plays that they can run over and over and over and do well. And on defense, have 3 or 4 schemes that they can play and play well. And if you do those things and do them well, only good things will happen.
That's right.
That's right, and that was the goal this year. And, hats off to the coaching staff. They've done a tremendous job. Coaching the guys up in their individual drills, whether it's offense or defense, and just preparing our guys for the games. I mean, they've done an outstanding job. So.
Yeah, sometimes in practice, the boys and even sometimes the coaches are like, are we really going to do this drill again? But then you see it show up on Friday night.
Right.
The drill that we ran over and over again about how we're blocking something or tucking away the football, or you see it show up on Friday night, and then that's the gratification for us that, wow, we repeated it enough that it became almost second nature to them.
Right.
They executed it exactly the way we practiced it.
Right. I mean, and I refer back to the way the Green Bay Packers was when Lombardi come on, and they would run the same 3 offensive plays over and over and over and over and over, and they would say, "We're going to run it again." He said, "You haven't all done your jobs right. Once you do your job right, the play will work." And they bought into it, and it worked very successfully for the man. So.
That's things like, offensively, quarterbacks and running backs. We work meshes every day.
Right.
Get the snap, and we run through our plays. Because, people overlook things like that, but that's huge. I don't know if we've had a fumbled exchange this year, knock on wood, but
better be knocking on wood.
I know. But I mean, it's things like that that we've practiced, so much, and it's every day, and it becomes repetitive. But those are the little parts in games that, you can go from 1st and 10 to a 2nd and 14 real quickly by just, having a mesh issue right there. Defensively every day, linebackers and safeties, we go over keys. Here's what the offensive lineman does. If they do this, we're going here. And it's just those repetitive things. Same thing with the D-line. But again, when you see it turn up in the games, it's exciting to see as a coach because you see the fruition of all of it, coming. So,
okay.
I mean,
but if you simplified it to the point to where you have, it becomes muscle memory, retention, easy to do what you've got to do and just keep doing it.
Yeah, we have a lot of athletes, and we want them playing as fast as they can. So that's the goal.
Well, all right. You got any players over here you want to bring over, talk to?
I'll go rustle some up.
While he goes by his table where the pizza is.
Grab a piece of pizza.
My sons are here tonight. They might want a taste of the radio show tonight too. The ball boys tonight, or they usually are for most of the games. So I'm going to pull them on the radio tonight.
I see Coach McCullum and Coach Tillman. That might be a good time for them to come and talk about some freshman ball too.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They could be just ignoring us. Yeah, you can send them over here.
Yeah.
They could be sending my kids over there too.
Yeah, paging Coach McCollum. Paging Coach McCollum.
So do you have 1 or 2 playing football?
I have two. One's playing at Whitthorne, and the other one's playing Little League. So my youngest is off this week, but my oldest, they got the game Saturday. It was rescheduled. Whitthorne and the Aycock, so it should be a good one. I'm excited watching that because both those schools, a lot of them come to Columbia, so get to go watch a good game and watch a lot of future Lions on Saturday. So
There you go.
I'm excited
now,
about that.
Progressing through the season with both of your children playing football, okay? Have you yet become the fence hanger dad?
I try not to.
Whoa. Let's back up. What do you mean you try not to?
Oh, boy.
I won't say anything to him during the game. I won't say anything to the coaches. It's not my place. I'm a dad when I go watch your games. I'm not going to be the coach. Now, when we get home, I might say, hey, on this play, you may could have done this, or, this is what you need to do to improve. But I kind of let them know this is the coach and me talking, and then I'm like, all right, this is the.
It's talking about you, so you might as well, right?
All right.
Come on here, guys.
Hey, Coach, they want no part of this whatsoever.
Well, they're the ones that told me, hey, when am I going to get on the radio show? When am I going to be on the show? So, well, now's your chance, guys.
All right, introduce.
All right, so
as you would, in studio.
In studio?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't have that studio voice like you do, though, Dan, so I might not be nearly as effective. My oldest son, Jace.
All right, introduce him as a coach.
This is one of my coaches, right? No, but they're both those guys are ball boys for us, and Jace is my oldest, Nate's my youngest. They're both attend Whitthorne Middle School right now. Jace plays tight end and linebacker for Whitthorne, and Nate plays for the CYA Lions, and he plays a little linebacker and center. So. And they both have done well this year. They've played hard. They've had some success. So I'm excited that in a few years they'll be up in high school here soon. But they take on the ball boy duties, which it's not an easy task. And they can probably tell you. I've probably gone on to them a few times on the sidelines before. And I think before the Lincoln County game, the rainy game, we had the conversation at home. I said, all right, I want you to understand how important this job is on this night, just with keeping the footballs dry and getting them into their officials. But they've done a good job for me this year. So I'm glad they get to be around the guys every now and then, and be around those high school players, and maybe kind of get a taste of what it's going to be like one day. So you guys want to get on here and talk anything?
Okay, you have to pull up to the microphone like that.
Speaking of microphone.
And we can actually adjust that mic down there.
Well, tell us about what it's like watching the Columbia Lions from the sideline on a Friday night.
Very amusing.
We got speaking to the mic.
Very amusing.
Very amusing, huh?
Now, why do you feel like it's amusing?
Well, I was used to watching it on the sideline, but now I get to watch it from the sideline.
Yeah.
I used to watch it from the
stands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how does it feel being among all the big players and all the action that's going on? Are you learning anything? Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I'm trying to put this more into my game, so I know whenever I get up here, I know what to do and everything.
Cool.
I had during summer workouts during June.
Now, wait a minute. He's getting an unfair advantage because he's got Dad for a head coach.
Oh, I know. During June, when we had them, they were out there running 110s with us and going through some of the drills. And tell us about that. Tell us about some of the summer conditioning. Was that tough?
All I can really say is it was exhausting.
It was pretty exhausting. I think
he's getting the shades down. I want you to know that.
I think what was the highest y'all ran? Was it 12 or 14?
I ran them all. Nate ran like half.
I ran 9.
Nate ran up 9 or 10 110s. I think Jace got to either 13 or 14 110s when they were with us. So
you know what this is going to be? I'm seeing it right now. This is going to be an Eric and Bryant Ballou thing.
I hope so. Eric and Brian were very successful.
They were very successful and are very successful. So I see that coming. Coach Oath.
Well, and they'll tell you. I tell them is that if they want to achieve anything in sports or in life, it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment. So yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Are you excited about tomorrow night?
How about
Yep.
this?
Yes.
How about that? How about Go Lions?
Go Lions!
There you go.
That was pretty good. What do you got, Nate? What do you got, Nate? Let's see here.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. Okay.
Yeah.
Nate gets excited because I can see it on film because Nate's one of the guys. He has to run and get the extra point footballs. Mm-hmm. So I see him jumping up and down on film when we score a touchdown as he's running. So he shows more
which is the hard, Nate, which one's the hardest one to retrieve? The one from down at the concession stand or the one down there where the American flag
Concession
is?
stand, because you got to go through a fence, and then you got the whole crowd and all that.
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody try to take the ball away from you when you're coming back on the field?
No.
That's right. If you do, you got to form tackle them and make sure you get it back. Strip the ball and get it back.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. Guys, good to have you on.
Thanks, guys.
I think we're going to have you guys on for quite some time.
That's right. Years to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all save me some pizza.
No, I ain't going to save you any pizza. No.
Yeah, you'll have to order your own.
That's right.
Probably will. All right, guys. We'll sit back down.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Come on out here, Drew.
I told Russ to guard the wings. So
Russ is guarding the wings, and that's an important job. And
It looks like
Russ might be
is
guarding
eating the
them,
wing.
but they might not be there by the time you get back.
I don't
He's
think
licking
that-
his
no.
fingers as he's coming over here.
He's coming over here.
Oh, Lord.
Nobody guarding the wings.
Guard the wings.
That's lineman for you.
I told you, the
told
wings
you.
are going. The wings are
No better
going.
than that.
Well, guys, you ready for this week?
no.
What?
I bet you weren't expecting that, were you?
No, we weren't.
Hold on a
Thank you
second.
very much. We weren't
Let's
expecting
rephrase
that
the
at
question.
all.
All right.
No, yeah, we're good. Me and Russ are both good.
Well, tell us about this week in practice. What was the focus level in practice this week? How did we prepare, from a player's perspective?
It's a very tough week. Got pushed a lot because we had stars in there on offense running scout team all week, and then stars on defense running scout team. So scout team was legit this week. And
Definitely got more reps. And that was something, part of taking it up a notch. For us to get the best look sometimes, we're going to get the best scout team available. And we just said this week, all right, if you're on first team offense, you got to run our scout offense this week. And if you're on first defense, you got to run against the first offense this week. And I do feel that we definitely got some really good quality work, some better looks that we have in the past. So y'all did a good job for us this week on both sides, helping us out both ways.
wing tee's fun to run. You get to pull out there and do all that junk they get to do on Friday nights. It's fun to do.
It kind of worked out well because we played Lawrenceburg last week, who ran the wing tee, and now we're playing Summit, who also runs a wing tee. So I feel like, we could probably run a wing tee ourselves at this point, as many wing tee plays that we've had to run in practice to prepare. So,
But all the wing tees the same.
they're not all the same. Summit runs there is completely different than Lawrenceburg. So we had to prepare a little bit differently for that too. So
Russ is still looking for the day that he gets to run the ball.
Negative.
Hey, our deal's
Ineligible number.
Our deal's still on.
Not happening.
Our deal's still on.
always good to dream big, though.
You are just dead set.
What if we signed a petition?
Sign it. It's a waste of paper.
It's gonna pull a Rudy on me, and everybody's gonna turn their jerseys in.
So you're just dead set on scoring.
Not on scoring.
Okay.
Except the
Just
cheer's
get the
going
ball.
to be
Then I'll score. It doesn't have to be down at the goal line. It can be 60 yards out.
Okay.
So every week, whenever I start talking about, especially on a Monday, when I talk about some adjustments or something like that to our offense, I'm like, all right, here's one of our adjustments this week on our offense. He goes, Wagner dive? Every week. So immediately, I'm getting to the point where I just say, shut up, Wagner. We got new adjustments. Shut up, Wagner. Just go ahead and put that in with a phrase all together.
It's part of the play. It's part of the play.
That was so fun.
That's good. He's persistent, though. He's not giving up on it.
Just maybe I'll put you in the very back of our victory formation.
There you go.
When we take a knee. So you're in the backfield.
And I'll pay Darian off to say, toss me the ball. And I'll run around the edge.
And if he does it, then
I'll come tackle you myself.
then he'll turn around and yell at me, say, you're fired.
Just remember 2 words. Monday practice.
That's right.
What I mean,
Sunday weights.
That's right.
If you're up by 35 in early December, I don't think there'll be another week.
No. Let's get there first.
Yeah. Hey, let's get Summit first.
Let's take them one at a time.
That's right.
Well, guys, tell us a little bit about Summit's defense, their D line up front, and what do we expect out of them?
They're going to be fast and physical, and probably the best D line we've faced all year. Probably will be the best D line we've faced all year.
Yep. Coach Davis, do you have the rushing stats this year? We got offensive linemen here. I know it's always fun to hear the rushing stats. Something we want to take pride in is just being able to run the football. And like I said all the time, it always starts with our guys up front. For our offense to be as well as it is, it starts up front in the run and pass game with these guys. So they've done an outstanding job. Giving up one sack, that's not bad. 4 games, and I think we've thrown the ball several times. Only giving up one sack it's really impressive. It's really impressive.
All right, here we go.
It was like a rollout, so it was technically our fault.
So as of right now, total yards 1,700, passing 884, 65% passing, 11 passing touchdowns, 832 rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns. We've given up 2 sacks. We had 2 the other night.
Yeah, it was 2 the other night.
So they didn't get their pizza party this past week.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if we mentioned that. Did we mention that last week?
I did not.
We had we rushed for about 300 yards against Lincoln County. So Coach Davis, out of his own pocket, bought the entire offensive line pizza after practice on Wednesday. So I think that's a weekly thing, right?
That is a weekly thing, and I've gotten the skill guys in it now. It's not going to be pizza every week, and I had something special designed for this week, but that's going to have to hold off for next week, I'm hoping. And I'm always going to have something for the work that they put in, give them a little rewards for the hard work and stuff like that they put in.
Exciting. I was excited when he reads off those stats. Just tells you what a good job our offense has done as far as being a balanced offense. We 860 passing yards, 830 rushing yards. So we're a little over 200 yards passing and 200 yards rushing a game, and that's kind of where we want to be. We want to keep the defenses off balance, and they've done a good job doing that so far.
Yeah. Like I said, we got sacked twice last week. One of them, I think we could have thrown the ball away.
Yeah, that's something we talked about this. For sure.
But I had a little talk with Darian, after the game, and I've talked with him some this week. I told him he got a little too. He started thinking too much the other night. He was wanting things to happen. Sometimes things just don't work your way. Just get rid of the ball.
Don't think, just do.
That's exactly right. And I just told him, I said, hey, we'll get the play in early enough for you. You have plenty of time. Take a good look at the defense. See what they're giving you. See what we're about to do. And I said, take a deep breath, and then let's go play ball.
There you go.
I said, when you start to getting to thinking way too much, that play goes a lot faster than you think, and then you start getting flustered. And then I was like, just slow yourself down, play football. You've done it many times, and it'll be easy.
All right.
I'm trying to get one more photograph here.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old man, and my hand shakes. So.
I'll tell you what, you guys enjoying the new uniforms?
Yeah, they are very pretty. Because I was watching highlights of last year and just how different it is, how much better looking it is this year than last year.
Yeah, these guys.
Well, even the helmets. Yeah, the helmets look great.
And that's something we talked about. One of the first shows. We wanted to completely do every single thing different that we could. And these players, especially these 2 guys, and they went out, they busted their butt in fundraising this off season. Gridiron also helped out tremendously, and just making this happen. And we want to see our kids, have nice things, but have them work hard. So it's just been a breath of fresh air just this entire year so far. So hopefully we'll keep it rolling. But I like as a coach looking out, knowing our guys look good too.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
They
well, the fact that they come out in their warm-ups and then they go back in and put the uniforms on, that's impressive.
Yeah, we do that a little different. Even Lincoln County, it was raining that night, so I said, we're just going to go out in shirt and shorts, and then we're going to come out. I didn't want to get soaking wet before the game. So, but, a lot of our warm-ups, we try to do a little different. Oh, okay. I wonder what's happening over there. But a lot of our warm-ups, because we have such good senior leadership this year, it's y'all warm up on your own. We give them, they know the drills they have to do, and we kind of just let them do their own thing until it's time for the team stretch, and then we, as coaches, we'll step in and do our drills at that point. But they come out on their own. They warm themselves up, and it's more player-led. It gives them a little bit more ownership in this team. So,
you know, and you talked about this back when Vance was head coach, and we had talked to you as an assistant coach, that there were days during those years when these guys on practice day would put on their practice uniforms and go before you guys even got there and started practice.
Yep, you know, it was just a disciplined group, and they've done that a handful of times themselves as well, which is good. You know, we have a 7th period athletics, and by the time we get everybody down there and get everybody up to practice, you know, sometimes, you know, as coaches and teachers, things come up for us too. So if we get up there, you know, right at 3 o'clock, they're warming up. So it's good that they know that they've got to do that. And try to instill that in their minds the last couple of years, that you don't need a coach to go through your warm-ups. You don't need this, but
the senior leadership right now is very important too, and that's part of it.
Oh, definitely.
And these two guys right here are keys to that.
Yeah, definitely. These guys, man, they lead by example. They work hard. You know, they don't miss any practices, and work hard in the weight room, work hard in practice, and they've done an outstanding job this year because of all the work they've put in. So
right, they have. Proud of both of you. I tell you that all the time. And that is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
All right,
yes.
Who else we got? Does your daughter want to come over?
Daughter want to get on?
Oh,
okay.
My little girl might come on here and say "Go Lions" real quick.
Okay. That will be cool.
I'd be surprised if she comes over here, though.
Now we have to introduce your beautiful wife, Summer.
That's right, my wife, Summer, and my little girl, Kate. And of course, we're expecting another little girl come in January, so we're excited about that. Yeah. Well, Kate, you going to get on the radio and give everybody a loud "Go Lions"?
You have to tell them "Go Lions."
Oh, come on, Kate. Give me a "Go Lions," Kate.
It's like singing in the microphone at home, and everybody in the store will be able to hear you.
That's right.
She saw her brothers and said she had to come over here.
Well.
But now she won't do it.
That's okay.
You want to do it together? Can we do it together? Okay, ready? On 1, 2, 3. Go Lions.
There you go. All right. Very good.
She's a character.
Oh, man.
And now will be archived forever on YouTube.
That's right.
So
there you go.
You'll have those special memory moments, which is way cool. That's what I love about doing this on YouTube, is the fact that we can go back in 10 years and say, wow, that was way cool. We did that. Thanks to Glenn and Kathy for doing what they do for us on Thursday nights.
No, definitely.
For Truelove's Pizza and Grits. We get, I don't know of a better place we could do this from, unless it's from my house. But we do have on the All the Ball Sports Show Truelove's Pizza after we do that show too.
Right.
So because they're our sponsor for that show as well. So that comes up on Tuesday night, 6 until 7 on YouTube.
There you go.
So make sure you check it out.
That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go try to get some of these skill guys and get them to come over here.
Yeah,
they got to get on the radio.
Open up a little bit,
That'll work.
We're always talking to linemen.
Yeah, we need some of the skill guys.
We like skill guys.
But I also have a problem with that term. I think everybody has a skill.
That's right. That's right. And obviously, from the beginning to the end of time in football, your offensive and defense line always gets overlooked.
Right.
And we give all the credit in the world to our guys.
Let's go through our offensive and defensive line.
Right.
I was telling Carolyn that the other day. My wife, I said, we like to spotlight on this show the defensive line and the offensive line, because in the paper, your so-called skill positions always get the mention, but the guys on the line don't. That's the reason we can do what we want to do with that here.
They got to have that. that just go to work mentality.
Right. They're the blue collar guys.
It's
on
like Virginia Tech. One of their traditions, they have that lunch pail on the sideline with them, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's just blue collar, old fashioned. Just go for the grind. So
let's give us a rundown of the offensive line, starting with the center.
With the center, we have Drew Williamson, obviously making the change this year. Couldn't be more proud of Drew from start to finish. Everything he's done
a fantastic job.
He's done awesome. He's taken that position change in stride, no complaints, and he is just he's been a workhorse up front.
Okay.
On the left side of the ball, we have Russell Wagner, obviously who's just on here, and then which is a senior also, 2-year starter. And then at left tackle, our youngest kid is Keelan Littlejohn, which is a sophomore.
Okay.
Also done an outstanding job this year. On the right side, we have Andrew Fraley, which is a senior. So we're real big in the middle, which is what we're going for this year. And then
Fraley is a beast.
He's a big old boy. He's a big boy.
And I tell you what, he's picked up a little speed on
yeah, he has.
He has.
Games,
well, when he came in the spring and to where he's at now, he's lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
Right.
Because he's been having to work. He's in Florida. They didn't work him down there apparently, so we've had to run him a little bit. And then right tackle, we have Royce Pierce, which Royce is one of my guys. He could probably play both ways and not get tired. But they've done an outstanding job. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we have 4 guys in our front, and we have Jalen Hall, who's a senior, Chase Roberts, who's also a senior, Josh Hand, a sophomore, and then David Bailey, also a sophomore. So those guys have, they're the key to our run stop and defense. Chase Roberts leads the team in tackles, a defensive lineman. But Chase and David are right up there neck and neck, tied for sacks. I mean, they've been getting after the ball, getting after the quarterback. Jalen's done an outstanding job. Kenyante Davis was originally going to be there, but obviously still recovering from his surgery.
Will Nante be back?
That's up in the air still. He still has a few weeks left before he goes back to the doctor again. Still has to do some more progression in his physical therapy. So we play it by ear and week by week, and hopefully it will. Because again, it's just one more guy to make us better. But I've been extremely pleased with Jalen Hall's effort at defensive end this year so far. So those
he
guys
wants to outdo his brother.
Oh yeah,
he wants better stats than his brother.
And this young man, Mr. Hand, there to be the size that he is, and he's been double teamed a lot. Yeah, but he still gets in on the plays, so and
I think that's just attributed to he's just listening to his coach and he's doing what his coach should do. He's not trying to play his own game. He's doing what he's taught, which has been huge for his success up front too. So, but I'm super excited about our guys up front. Hope they continue to embrace each challenge each week because, like I told them, our games are going to get tougher from here on out.
Yeah.
But that old saying, if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best teams.
Right.
And we should want a challenge every week.
But as the games get tougher, these guys have got to get better.
We got to continue to get better. From up front to our skill positions, we need to continue to improve to where hopefully near the end of the season we're at practice and we're not making any mistakes in practice. And that's the goal.
All right, Coach, you got a whole line.
I do got a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It just appeared out of nowhere.
So you guys just pull the microphone over when he asks.
Okay. We got some characters over here.
Right. Coach, you just keep your mic and let them pass it between.
We got Montana Cairns here, senior, and then we got Austin Woodson, also a senior, and Devontae Jernigan, a senior, and Josh Hand and Cade Tice, both.
That Woodson kid, he likes to show out.
He does like to show out, and sometimes I just need him to not talk sometimes too. But I tell you what, they've all done a tremendous job. And Austin, I joke him on that, but it's part of our team's character. It's part of the swagger that we walk around with. These guys want to compete with each other in practice. Devontae will probably sit there and tell you he's got more touchdowns reception than anybody else on the team or anything like that. And Wood, I'm sure, will come back with some kind of remark, whether it's true or not. He'll come back with something.
He'll probably come back with until next week.
Yeah, he'll probably just sit here and smile too. Yeah, he'll just sit here and smile. So I'm gonna let you guys talk for a little bit. Just tell us a little bit about how the season's going, how this week of practice has been. I'm going to hand it over to you guys now.
Well, I feel like we prepared well. defense, putting new defensive in, and the game plan we're going with, I feel like we'll be out there be able to stop them tomorrow. Offensively.
What do you guys want to say about being a receiver? When we call a pass play, do you guys expect to get the ball every time?
No, sir. I do.
but as a receiver, Darian obviously targets you guys a lot. What's the key to getting the ball thrown to you?
Run crisp routes, full speed. That's it.
And catch it when it's thrown your way, right?
That's right. Which I tell you what, these guys have made both of these guys against Lincoln County. When Darian threw the ball, I held my breath because I was like, oh no. But both guys came down with critical catches. So I think Austin came down with the one that TJ threw on the jet sweep pass there. They've made some outstanding catches this year. So hopefully that will continue. Hopefully that trend continues as well for sure. Tell us about blocking. How important is blocking from the wide receiver position? Montana, I guess you're labeled as a receiver, kind of as well.
I feel like it's important to block because that gets everybody else open. Like with TJ or Wood gets a short route. If you block, it can easily spring it out for a touchdown. So blocking is more important than catching sometimes.
And that's something Coach Sykes probably preaches to you guys that
every day.
Well, I think they know that we have enough athletes, them being some of our athletes as well, that if one of them gets their hands on the ball, if other guys are blocking who they're supposed to be blocking, that 5 or 6 yard play could very well turn into a big play or a touchdown for us. So a lot of our success in the run game and passing game has been because they have done a good job blocking. We mentioned earlier a few weeks ago we had a few holding calls, but I will take a holding call any day from wide receiver because I know they're working and getting on their guys. So, what about Summit? What should we expect from Summit this week?
They're gonna run T-toss until the cows come home. They're gonna run T-toss. They're gonna try to press us. They're gonna try to use that waggle against us. I feel like if we come out and play our keys and play disciplined defense, I feel like we'll be able to build in a good set. And I think if offense stays ahead of the chains and just keeps the ball moving and keep no negative plays and no mental mistakes, I feel like we'll be good. I feel like they can't really hang with our speed. I feel like no one can really, especially because with TJ and Wood and Vontae, any play they get can go deep or go to touchdown.
How important is it, guys, that you're only playing one side of the ball? I mean, Wood can play a little corner. Devontae, we've kind of limited him to just offense, but just playing one side of the ball, is that? Do you feel good going into the fourth quarter as far as your stamina and all that good stuff?
Every game.
Yeah.
I do.
All right. Do you ever want to get out there and play any defense?
Nope. Not really.
And that's why they're playing offense. No, it's okay.
But as fast as Austin is on a corner.
Yeah, Austin can play some corner for us. There's no doubt.
Would be awesome.
There's no doubt he can go in there and
you're quick.
He can do it. Yep. Montana and Chase are probably our only two guys. Well, Chase plays a little bit of offense here and there, but Montana is really, I guess at this point, the only guy going both ways. Plays that tight end and linebacker position. TJ Bailey was playing some free safety. We try to work some other guys in there.
Is that the key to this team now? The fact that they're not having to go both ways and they can concentrate on the offense and concentrate on the defense where they're supposed to be and not be confused as to where they are on the line.
I think it's definitely a huge part. I think one of our keys to success, we've been a really good second half football team.
Right.
And I think a lot of that's attributed to, they're not completely worn out at halftime. Right. These guys, they're worried about offense. They're offensive focused guys, and our defensive players are defensive focused. So we stay fresh longer throughout the games. That's one of the reasons we pulled TJ off, because TJ is one of our explosive playmakers. And, of course, I know after the first few games, after about one series of defense, he was tapping his head already. So I was like, all right, get him out. Let him play some offense. So, but I'm proud of these guys, and I think that's definitely been a huge part of our success, having our platoon, our team for the most part.
All right, who on the team at some point defensively has looked at you or looked at one of the other coaches and says, let us back in there, let's get the ball. We want the ball back. We'll get you the ball. Have anybody done that so far?
Well, I don't think we've necessarily had an individual, but I mean we've called timeouts and had say well we need to stop right here, and I think collectively as a group they're like we got it, right. We're going to make the play, and so I think there's just just a good team feeling,
and that's the confidence now that you didn't have last year.
We didn't have that last year. Like I said, we were chasing things last year and trying to search for answers. Where this year we're just much more confident in their abilities. So
right.
Yeah, I feel like that, like them playing offense and me playing both sides. Like I feel like if I'm telling them I'm gonna get them the ball back, they just gotta score. And if they keep scoring and we just keep getting the ball back, no one can stop us. And defense is getting them on third down consecutively and getting off of the field on third down. Then we'll be a good spot. And if they keep scoring, they'll be over with.
How are you feeling playing both sides?
I feel good. I mean, I do it because I know my team needs me on both sides to play both positions. And I mean, it's also a leadership stand for it. Like if they see me going hard, they're gonna go hard.
Right.
So I mean, just being able to see have the guy next to me going hard for him and letting them know that I'm there for them I think that's what makes me go harder than what I normally go.
Who is the player that gets the most hyped on the team? Like who?
What? Nah.
Now, why do you say that, Austin? Why are you the most hyped player on the team?
Always dancing.
Crazy. Good. It's just my character, I guess. Everybody likes me. They want me to get hyped.
And so that feeds off on everybody else, right? So part of the players doing their own warm up, we have a get hyped whistle, and they kind of just go in there. I don't know what they do in that little huddle. I don't know if they dance or what they do, but they do something. I think it's like a dance off or something right there before the game. So if you're up there looking, that's kind of what they're doing. I think. I haven't got the courage to go in there and look yet. I don't know if I want to see.
Now the head coach won't go in there.
I don't know if I want to see it, but again, it kind of just gives them a little bit of freedom, a little bit of ownership in the team, and they enjoy it, and that's part of the experience for them. So,
all right, guys.
Anything else you guys want to add, Mr. Hand? You want to add anything over there? I know you're on the end.
They don't give me a pregame meal, so I eat the center every play.
Now you know that's going to go. We have got some over the years that I've been doing this, that we've got a book of phrases. That's going to be one of them.
That's right. And we can make sure he skips the pregame meal.
That's right. That's right. I don't eat a pregame meal. I eat the center.
There you go.
All right. Excellent. I like that. That's funny. That one will go down in the book.
Yeah. Centers are tasty.
That's right. Yeah, under the chapter, centers are tasty. That's it. Well, thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all coming.
Guys, appreciate you coming over here and talking.
Thanks.
Austin, a man of few words, does his talking on the field.
And he'll smile the entire time.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. And like I said, his little brother's not shabby either.
No, he's not. I think he got a good future ahead of him, hopefully.
Yeah. On one of your teams.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Come on in, Coach.
So we got Mr. Kate Tice and Coach Josh Taylor tonight.
What's going on, people?
Hey.
Glad you're here tonight.
All right, Coach Taylor, you're 4-0.
Yeah.
Going to Summit.
True story.
Tell me what we got for tomorrow night.
And I think it's going to be a pretty physical matchup. First off, Summit's pretty tough. We've seen wing T, but they run wing T about better than anybody I've seen run wing T. I got the pleasure of seeing it up close and personal last year, working at Summit, coaching at Summit.
So Josh knows all the secrets.
Oh, I hope it plays out that way Friday night.
I hope you brought the playbook.
Right. They didn't leave me a playbook.
Let me give him one.
You didn't make a copy of it?
I did. I kind of stayed to my own, especially with the offense. I wasn't over there too much, so I hope I got enough in the think tank for Friday, but we'll see.
All right. But yeah, we're looking forward to this test. I mean, because we do realize this is the best team we've played thus far.
Yeah, I believe it definitely will be.
And I mean, record-wise, it's the best team we played so far.
They're probably one of the toughest teams we'll play on our schedule, to tell you the truth. I mean, they're
and they're always tough at home.
Yep.
They defend their home very well.
And it'll be their homecoming as well.
Oh, hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, I love spoiling home.
I do too.
So I told our guys this morning. I said, when schedules came out last year, I said, you guaranteed everybody circled Columbia to be homecoming game. Because of how last year was. I said, now it's time to go and ruin everybody's weeks.
There you go.
For all these road games. So
there you go.
Cade, tell us a little bit about, I guess, your high school experience. The difference of last year and this year.
Last year, last year everything was a lot easier, and I think I've progressed a lot as a player on offense, and a lot, and on defense because I switched positions from corner to safety.
Yep.
And I think I can do a lot better there. And on offense, I'm repping second string behind TJ Bailey, and so I have someone really good behind me. I mean, in front of me to learn from on both positions.
I'll give that back, Cade. Cade works hard, and that's why he's earned himself in that position right there. He knows what to do on the plays. He knows where to line up, and high school football, that's half the battle. If you can get kids lined up right and they know what they're doing, well, we can work with that. So Cade's very coachable. Glad to see that he's improved from his freshman year to his sophomore year, and hope to see him continue to improve as well. So,
and stay healthy.
That's right. That's right. Which Cade's a little injury prone here and there. I think last year he fell off a box and broke his wrist.
What?
Doing box jumps.
Box?
Fell off a box. Just got back from a concussion, a little mild concussion a couple weeks ago. So hopefully that'll be the extent of his injuries in his career. So
hopefully no more.
That's part of the game, though.
Other than the injury last week, the one injury, we're okay.
Yeah, we're okay. I mean, D. James will be out, and I think as far as everybody else, should be good, ready to go. So,
and that's a luxury you really hadn't had over the last 2 years. Is the fact that you've got quality people in the quality roles where they belong.
Well, about this time last year, we were down 4 or 5 starters.
Right. It seemed like every game there was 2 or 3 people that would get injured at some point, and they may get over it well enough to go back in.
And that goes back to Coach Davis's conditioning.
Yeah, a lot of it goes back to our off-season workout program that we did, and the guys working hard and working different muscles and a lot more auxiliary lifts to accompany our Olympic-style lifts. The conditioning regimen that we've done, so a lot of that has paid off, which we continue to exercise, continue to work out. I mean, our starters lift 3 days a week. Our backups lift 2 days a week still. We still run. We still condition and practice.
Good.
Yep.
Got about 4 minutes left in the show, so anywhere you guys want to go. It's all up to you. It's all you, coaches, not me.
Well, Michigan plays Air Force this week.
Big deal.
Yep, 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time.
That ought to be a gimme.
It will be on the Big Ten Network, though.
Playing at the big house.
Playing in the big house, yeah. I'm looking for another big win.
University of Tennessee plays at Florida.
Yep, going for Tennessee.
Is it actually at Florida? I never saw the official thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. They cleared the stadium and said it was fine.
Said it'll really be a swamp. It'll really be at the swamp.
It will really be a swamp.
Well, who's Alabama got this
week? There may be a real Gator in there.
The mighty Fresno State.
Oh, Alabama plays Fresno State.
Ooh.
Coach Taylor's a big Alabama fan,
Oh, roll Tide.
Around the bowl.
That's right.
Down the hole.
That's right.
Roll Tide, roll.
That's exciting. And I think are you a Raiders fan?
I am.
Have you always been a Raiders fan?
Always, my whole life. My dad grew up, he was a Raiders fan. I don't really know how he became one, but he was a Raiders fan. And I was rooting for NFL before Titans got here. I just didn't switch over.
So I liked the Raiders way back in the day when John Madden was their head coach.
That's right.
Now,
my youngest son, Nate, over here, he's a Raiders fan this year because, he's a bandwagon fan. He'll definitely jump on whatever team is doing good.
We'll take him.
He's a big Marshawn Lynch fan. So,
no.
So he was instantly, I'm a Raiders fan, Oakland Raiders or LA or whatever city they're in now, Las Vegas.
Headed to Vegas.
Headed to Vegas.
Hey,
I'm still in Oakland. I don't know.
I do have to give a shout out. Our Tuesday All the Ball sports show we had the legendary coach Johnny Majors on Tuesday night.
Oh, that's right. That's
and
right.
we had him on for about 25 minutes.
And it was hilarious.
It was a great interview.
I bet he had some interesting stories.
Well, yeah.
He and Columbia Mayor Dean Dickey played against each other in high school.
Oh, wow.
Dean Dickey played for Cornersville, and Coach Majors played for Moore County Lynchburg.
Yep.
And they had some.
Was it Cornersville or Campbellsville?
It may have been Campbellsville.
I think it was Campbellsville.
It was Campbellsville.
The Dickey
but it was a really good interview. My shout out to Coach Johnny Majors and to Columbia Mayor Dean Dickey for coming on the show. And it was a blast. It was really fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was a whole lot of fun. So
thank you
guys.
Like I told Johnny during the show, I said, statistically, Tennessee that year went 10-0 during the regular season, and they were awarded national champion. They gave national champions before the bowl games back in those days.
That's how Alabama got all theirs, huh?
Well, that's how they got part of it. but anyway, and that year Johnny was the quarterback, and like I said, it went 10-0. Comes time for the Heisman Trophy, he finishes second to Paul Hornung. Paul Hornung went to Notre Dame, and that particular year Notre Dame won 2 ball games.
Wow.
Wow. Still a little sticking point with Coach Majors.
That's Notre Dame for you. Coach Tillman's in here, and I'm sure I hope he listens to that. But
Coach Majors told the story of saving Hornung's life one year when he was coaching at Pitt, when he had Tony Dorsett the year that they won undefeated.
Wow.
And he said that Hornung had made the statement that if Dorsett ran for 200 yards against Notre Dame, that Hornung would jump out of the press box. Well, Johnny Majors, after the ball game, looked Hornung up and says, well, you didn't thank me for saving your life. He says, what are you talking about? He says, I pulled Tony early in the game. He had 181 yards. he could have made that 200. And he said, but I saved your life.
There you go.
And he said Hornung called him so-and-so.
Guys, we're out of time for tonight for Truelove Pizza and Grits Thursday night preview. Tomorrow night we will be taking on Summit at Summit starting at 7 o'clock. Coach, got anything else? Any parting shots?
Let's go Lions.
All right, go Lions.